Hey guys, what's up? It's Deprimido. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here in FL Studio and I have a video that I'm pretty excited to do. I've been waiting to do this one for a super long time, so I'm very excited. Today we have the Metro Boomin beat tutorial. I'm very excited about this, guys. So yeah, let's just hop into it. Wait though, first I need you to go over and follow me on Instagram. Get me to 2,000. I'm really close. I'm dropping a free MIDI kit when I get there, so definitely go get me to 2,000 so y'all can get the MIDI kit and all that. So for your melodies, you're usually going to want to go with sounds like bells, strings, flutes, pianos, guitars, stuff like that. You're going to want kind of a dark anthemic kind of vibe. So first off, I'm going with this BBC Symphony Orchestra. I'm going with the Violins 2 preset. I kind of just want to go with some basic chords. I don't want to do anything too crazy and I want to leave a lot of space. I'm also going to be doing this thing where we kind of just switch back and forth between the regular chord, and then we're just going to switch back and forth to this right here. So this is the diminished without the fifth. And I just laid out a couple more chords here. It's just the same as this, although we did end up adding the third, and here I added a little fourth note in right here. Next we'll just double this over. For your counter melody, you can go with things like bells, pads, flutes, guitars, leads, all that type of stuff. You can also use like choirs and things like that kind of as background elements. For your counter melodies, you really just want to make sure that you keep them simple and kind of repetitive. You don't want to be doing too much with these. Next I want to add some like low down piano notes kind of playing the bass, so I went with this Fat and Punchy preset from Grand Rhapsody Piano. So I just threw in some bass notes here, guys, and I wanted it to sound really soft, so I turned the velocities down and then I just turned the volume up on the mixer just to bring it back. Next we need to get some sort of like main lead sound. For our main melody, I'm going to go for this pluck type of sound. So I knew I wanted to do sort of a high-pitched, like fast-moving bell part, so I ended up laying this pattern out. So obviously we still have this turned down pretty low. With Metro Boomin beats, when you're making the melodies, you kind of want to have multiple things that kind of just are layered on top of each other. Next I have this note kit open from Arcade, and I'm just going to lay out kind of a counter melody. So here's our little counter melody. It's pretty simple. It doesn't really take up a lot of space, but like I said, these melodies are really just about layering it and making sure you get that part right. So this is what the pattern sounds like. Now finally, I thought our melody was sounding pretty good and I didn't really want to do too much more to it. I did just want to add some sort of little texture or sound effect. So I actually found this kind of a weird sounding hi-hat, and then I just pitched it up a bunch and we just did this kind of ticking thing, and then we've got a little roll here at the end and it goes back to the beginning. It sounds like this. So now this melody is sounding pretty good to me, so let's hop into the drums. So this melody is sounding pretty good to me. If you guys are liking the melody, make sure you drop me a like. Let's try to get to 10 likes this video. I think maybe we can do it. But next, let's get into the drums. So first, I always like to start off with my hi-hat. So we've just got a pattern going right here that sounds like this. I know it kind of sounds weird right here at the beginning, guys. Don't worry, I've got a plan, so I'm going to fill it in with perks and it'll sound cool. So like I said, we just threw in this little perk to fill in that little gap in the hi-hat, and it sounds like this. Then I just put in a quick rim. Now for everybody's favorite part, let's get into the 808. For your 808, these beats usually use pretty short or maybe a little bit more medium length 808s, and you don't want to have too much distortion most of the time. You want it to be fairly clean, maybe a little bit of grit, but nothing too crazy. For me, I just laid out a pretty simple 808 pattern. You don't want to do anything too crazy in the 808s for these beats. You generally want to keep it pretty simple and just kind of a standard trap kick pattern, but add your own flair as well a little bit. This is what it sounds like. And for the final part of this beat, we've got the kick pattern. It's mostly the same as the 808. The only thing that I changed is I just added these two little notes at the end right here. This is what it sounds like. I just used the rat kick, and then I came in here, clipped it, and turned up the boost a little bit to make it punch harder. And this is all that we're going to add to the beat, nothing too crazy. So next I'm going to mix it. If you guys want to see how I mix my beats, I'll leave my mixing tutorial linked up in the card in the corner. Alright guys, so this is what our mix is looking like. First, I've got just a little bit of reverb on the strings. I kind of liked the way that it just kind of set it in the background and got it out of the way. Then I also put a bit crusher on the lead melody. I didn't do too much, I just gave it a little bit of bit crushing to make it just a little bit more of an interesting sound, but it's not even super noticeable. Then on this little ticking hi-hat kind of thing, I just put quite a bit of reverb, not a ton, but a decent amount. And those are the only effects that I used. Other than that, I just leveled it. By the way guys, make sure to go check me out on Patreon. I've got a lot of cool stuff going on there, so definitely go over and check it out. Next, I'm just gonna lay out the beat and I'll play it all for you at the end of the video. But first, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, make sure to go follow me on Instagram and get me to 2,000 followers. Also subscribe here. When I get to 500 subs, I'm dropping a free loop kit for you all. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know what artists you want to see me cover in other videos. Leave that down in the comments below, but that's about it. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.
How did Deprimido make this slap so hard?